So what's up everyone, my name is Ben, and today I'll be building the ultimate $800 budget gaming PC. Now, if you're familiar with this series, I actually made a first video a couple of days ago where I just introduced the parts, and this is the actual build video. So as you can see here I'm just installing the CPU, which is the Intel i5 4590S. And I'm using the stock cooler, which I'm just powering, which I'm just plugging the pin into the 4-pin fan connector on the motherboard. And for the motherboard, I'm using the MSI B85M E45 motherboard, which is the micro ATX motherboard, and it's really nice for the price. So I'm just about to install the RAM, which is 8GB of 2 4GB sticks, which is the Kingston HyperX Fury RAM, which is really a low profile. And here I'm just looking how I will install it, because the motherboard has 4 slots and I only have 2 sticks, so I had to install it in the second and the fourth slot. And to install the RAM, you have to pretty much just open up the pins and then just like slide the RAM in until it snaps into place. So here I'm just unscrewing the motherboard. So I'll pull both these sides off, and when you're just take a lid cap so you store your screws and you don't lose them, because well, without the screws you won't be able to close the lid. And here I'm just putting the sides to the to the side, because most of the people they just put the sides on the floor and they end up stepping on them and just breaking them. So I usually just place them somewhere where I don't so I don't walk over them. So I just took out the little box that comes in the PC case, which contains all the screws and the zip ties, and yeah, you also get a bunch of cables in the case for the power switch, the LEDs and all that, the front panel audio and stuff like that. And here I'm just installing my PSU, which is the Corsair CX600M, and the case is the Fractal Design Core 1100 case, which is also micro ATX. And to install the power supply, all you need to do is just put all the 4 screws in and just screw them in diagonally. So you just do the top left and the bottom right, and vice versa, just so so you don't break anything, and then just make sure that they're tight so the power supply doesn't move. Then I just took the cables and put them to the side. And next you want to take the IO shield that you get with your motherboard and just snap it into your PC case. Now this is probably the hardest part, at least for me, because first of all you have to align it with your motherboard, and then you have to, it's really hard to click it into place, because sometimes it's really tight or it's a bit loose, so you just need to get it right until it clicks into place. And up next you have to pretty much just check where the motherboard has the holes for the standoffs, and then just like take a piece of paper and just draw them out, and place that over the case, and then just take the standoffs from the bag of screws that you got with your PC case, and just place those into the case. And once you're done with that, just take your motherboard and slide it into the case, and make sure that it aligns with both the standoffs and the IO shield. This is a bit tricky, but I'm sure you'll get it right. And then just make sure that you take the proper screws, because I actually made this error that I took the wrong screws for the motherboard, and that I had to change them out later. And then just make sure that you unscrew the side panels for the graphics card. In my case, I'm using the NVIDIA the EVGA GTX GeForce 960, which requires two slots. It only requires 1 slot, but 2 side panel slots. I don't know how to call that, but just remove 2 of them so you have the space for your ports. and then just pretty much slide the card in into your 16x connector. And I had a bit of trouble here because the case is micro ATX, so everything fits really tight, and there's not a lot of space to work with. So I had to improvise, and I had to unscrew the HDD panel, and yeah, it got a bit complicated here, but it all worked out in the end. And here I'm just putting in the DVD drive. It was just really easy. I just popped out the front panel from the case, like the little window or whatever to call it, and then I just slide. Then you just slide it. Then you just slide in the DVD drive. It's really easy, and then you just take the screws and pretty much just screw it in. And here's when it got tricky, because this case has really weird mechanism for screwing in hard drives and SSDs, but I figured it out, and you pretty much just have to it doesn't slide in, you just have to like flip it, so you horizontally screw it in. It's a bit tricky, but yeah, I figured it out, as I said. And here is when it got really difficult. I mean, I had to I had to plug into the motherboard the cables that I got with my PC case, so the power switch and other. They're these tiny cables, and there wasn't a lot of space, so I did have some trouble, and I ended up only plugging in the AG audio and the power switch into the motherboard. I just left out the LEDs in the front of the PC because I didn't have the space to plug them in. But yeah, then you pretty much just take your motherboard cable, plug it into the 24-pin on the motherboard, the 4-pin CPU cable, and also plug it into the motherboard. And yeah, then we'll also plug in the hard drives, the DVD drive, and the graphics card. So anyway guys, that's pretty much it for the ultimate $800 budget gaming PC build of May 2015. I really enjoyed making this video or this series because it's something I really enjoy doing. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to comment down below saying that you really enjoyed it, so I can make more. Also make sure to drop this video a like, as it really helps me out, and share this video with your friends. And finally, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other videos on this channel.